Lawyer Tony Busby says Diddy's alleged accomplices settling out of court as celebrities, elites fear being exposed. Busby says some alleged Diddy accomplices settled out of court. Celebrities, VIPs connected to case won't be named immediately. Demand letters sent to Diddy's circle based on evidence. Those attending parties where drugs used may face liability. Attorney Tony Busby told TMZ some alleged accomplices have already settled out of court after being sent demand letters related to the ongoing case against Sean Diddy Combs. Busby said the names of the celebrities and VIPs that have been connected to Diddy's case will not be released immediately, but said some have already attempted to mitigate their exposure by quickly settling their cases out of court. "I think I'll let the lawsuits speak for themselves," Busby said during an October 7th interview with TMZ. He claimed that, who will be named, and, when they will be named, all that will come out in due course. Busby told TMZ his firm had already sent out demand letters to people in Diddy's circle, based on evidence collected. "In every single case, especially cases like this, we collect our data, collect our evidence, do our due diligence, spend time with the victim, and then, because it's in the best interest of the victim, we attempt to resolve these matters without the filing of a public lawsuit," he said. "And we have done that already, I would say, with a handful of individuals, many of which you've heard of before, and we will continue to do that," the attorney added. Busby acknowledged the public's interest in learning who was allegedly involved in the high-profile case, but remained dedicated to processing each case methodically. "Everyone's focused on what other celebrities were involved, who's going to be named, who's going to be outed. I don't expect that to happen this week. I'm hoping to file some lawsuits this week," he told TMZ. "Of course, we'll include Mr. Combs and some corporate entities, but we want to make sure that if we name individuals beyond Mr. Combs that we make sure that we've done our homework because it's gonna create a firestorm and we understand that," Busby told TMZ. "We're gonna make sure we dot R's and cross our T's," the attorney said. Busby addressed those that may be involved in Diddy's alleged crimes. "I want to be clear about something. If you were attending one of these parties, if you will, and you attended before or you knew what was going to happen, that is, you knew that a particular drug was being used in drinks and was causing people to be coerced and taken advantage of, and you were there in the room, or you participated, or you watched it happen and didn't say anything, or you helped cover it up, in my view, you have a problem," he told TMZ. "As we file each one of these cases, we're going to make an effort to resolve them on the front end, but failing that, we're gonna file public lawsuits and pursue these cases aggressively," he told TMZ. The attorney identified the numerous ways alleged associates of Diddy may be accused of culpability. "A lot of people attended these parties. A lot of people saw this activity going on, a lot of people allowed it to go on, said nothing, didn't intervene, maybe benefited from it, profited from it," he alleged. "All of these individuals and entities in my view have exposure here," he continued.
But we want to make sure that, Tony, you said last week at the news conference that you would begin filing lawsuits as early as this week. Do you have plans to do so? And do they involve celebrities? Do they involve just Diddy, people beyond Diddy?
I think I'll let the lawsuits speak for themselves. I don't expect there to be anything. Everyone's focused on what other celebrities were involved. Who's going to be named, who's going to be outed. I don't expect that to happen this week. I'm hoping to file some lawsuits this week. They, of course, will include Mr. Combs and some corporate entities. But we want to make sure that if we name individuals beyond Mr. Combs, that we make sure that we've done our homework, because it's going to create a firestorm. We understand that. So we're going to make sure that we dot our I's and cross our T's.
Tony, you said something interesting there. You said, "I don't expect that to happen this week." So that sounds like there could be other people named, other famous people named down the road. I know you said this is going to be a process over the next 30 days of filing these lawsuits. So are you saying not this week, but maybe in the weeks coming after this one?
I would expect so. I really don't want to get into a situation where people are, if I don't file a lawsuit next week, then, there's that creates a media frenzy. The truth is, I want to be clear about something. If you were attending one of these parties, if you will, and you attended before, or you knew what was going to happen. That is, you knew that a particular drug was being used in drinks that was causing people to be coerced and taken advantage of, and you were there in the room, or you participated, or you watched it happen and didn't say anything, or you helped cover it up. In my view, you have a problem. And as we file each one of these cases, we're going to make an effort to resolve them on the front end. But failing that, we're going to file public lawsuits and pursue these cases aggressively. So who will be named, when they will be named, all that will come out in due course. But the bottom line is, I want to be clear about the scope of this. A lot of people attended these parties. A lot of people saw this activity going on. A lot of people allowed it to go on, said nothing, didn't intervene, maybe benefited from it, profited from it. All of these individuals and entities, in my view, have exposure here.
Are we talking about celebrities on the level of Diddy?
I would expect so, yes.
Have you sent any demand letters out to anybody other than Diddy saying, here's what you've done, we want to settle with you, or we're going to file a lawsuit? Have you sent any to, say, other celebrities beyond Diddy?
We have, and I want to explain that process because it's important. In every single case, especially cases like this, we collect our data, collect our evidence, do our due diligence, spend time with the victim, and then because it's in the best interest of the victim, we attempt to resolve these matters without the filing of a public lawsuit. And we have done that already. We've done that, I would say, with a handful of individuals, many of which you've heard of before, and we'll continue to do that. That's just the standard process that every lawyer in the United States who handles these types of cases uses, because it's the right way to do it.
But there are also people who want to jump on the gravy train and want to make money, and that's got to be a big slice of what you're getting. I mean, it's not just automatically believing somebody because they say it.
No, Harvey, I think you're right. I was born at night, but I wasn't born last night. You get 3,200 calls, and that turns into 100 some odd clients. I think you see the process that we're involved in. We're doing a lot of vetting, a lot of due diligence.
Gene Deal shedding light on Diddy and Usher's relationship.
I heard that Puff had put this kid in the hospital. Took this kid to the hospital. What happened? They was laughing and talking about, his hemorrhoids. He bust his ass and said, what? Out of here. Didn't know Puff like that. Didn't see Puff to be that type of individual. Didn't know that Puff was doing that shit. But it came with no name when they told me the situation. But was I thinking about it? Did I give a about it? I wasn't even working for Puff at the time when it happened. Or I wasn't around this nigga like that. He'll show up when we was going to parties.
Gene Deal was on the Art of Dialogue show talking about Usher. Let's take a listen.
Don't mind me asking, because I know the topic is sensitive. What happened to Usher?
I heard about some music executive from the industry back in Harlem. I heard it from some music executives back in Harlem. And I'm not going to speak on their name. They doing programs and everything like that, and they may be doing something, they may speak on it themselves. But I heard it from some music executives.
Where did you hear it?
Bro, you know how people be talking, and we was around some people, something like that, and then some people might say, yo, I don't F with that dude. And at the time, I didn't even know who the F Usher was. You know what I'm saying? It was one of those type of situations. And was probably say, yo, man, I don't F with them niggas. I'm getting out that industry and everything like that. Puff sent this little kid to the hospital. How he sent him to the hospital? Man, Nick was bleeding from the butt. And that's what was said. But I didn't even have a name for the kid at the time. Then you heard, and that's what happened. And that's just, that's something that you heard. You don't know if it's true, you just heard it. So, and just to hear this, and this new thing where he's saying that they got kids coming forward and said that he did that, man, that shit is crazy. And like I just said, that's just something that I heard. It's something that I didn't know. It's something that I ain't see. A lot of people want to, because Gene Deal has spoken on certain things that I've heard, I have spoken on it. But then they were just trying to say that I know. No, I'm not scared to say what I heard. And if there's any truth to it, then it's truth to it. Let them find it. Things that I've saw or things that I've witnessed and been a part of, I've said it. I'm not afraid to say what I saw or what I didn't see. A lot of people want to make up shit. I don't know about his sex addiction and stuff like that. He was a totally different person, bruh. When I try to tell people that, they don't understand that. He was probably doing some of the little snake shit, doing some things and stuff like that, but the magnitude and what he was doing with the freak off parties and all like that, I didn't experience that with him. That was not my experience with Diddy or Puffy or Puff Daddy. That wasn't my experience with him.
And you had no idea who Usher was when you heard about him?
I didn't know who Usher was at the time. It's all gonna come out some kind of way, bro. All this is God's. This is something that was put in place, and it was the design by God, brother, for all this to happen and go down like this.
Everything in his mom and his son's name. Did he know that he was doing some things behind the scenes? Or did he know that some things was going on in his life that may bring him to this point where people be trying to sue him, but everything is in Justin's name and everything is his mama name? Did he know that? Because when you're a grown man, you want to own some things. You know what I'm saying? You want to own some things. You want to have companies in your name, companies in this, that, and the third.
I didn't know Usher was the one that had to be rushed to the hospital until people around Puff, that was around Puff at the time, told me it was Usher. You understand? But Usher Raymond the fourth, that means it's a third, there's a second, and there's a first. He got a mama. He got a cousin. He got a second cousin. First cousin, second cousin. He might got even a kissing cousin. If his family members way back then didn't do nothing, when they knew what happened to him and why he was rushed to the hospital, how do they expect other people to be responsible for what they didn't do? They wanted their kid to be a star. He a star. He a mega star. So whatever happened to him then, they may not want it to be known, but they knew something happened enough that his mother had to come get him out of Diddy camp.
The crazy thing. Now, that was L.A. Reid's idea, right? We're sending you over to something called Puffy Flavor Camp.
There you go.
To learn
Flavor Camp!
Yeah, that's what it was.
This is Usher on Howard Stern's show. Mothers, it's not that important for your child to be a star. It's more important for you to mother your child. Let's take a listen.
Called, and you're going to go to Puff Daddy's. He's
in the 90s. Do you understand what that's like?
Puffy's place was like just filled with chicks and orgying like nonstop, right?
No, not really.
Come on.
But hey, it was curious. I got a chance to see some things.
Yeah, but you were 13. What were you
I
seeing?
went there to see the lifestyle,
right?
And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand.
13-year-old child does not go to Puffy's house to see the lifestyle and have Puffy in his care for a year. The mother have to okay it. So the mother sent him to Puffy to be a star, to be groomed, to be a star. Allegedly, the grooming was not just music. Let's continue.
And what I went there to see the lifestyle, right? And I saw it, and it was, but I don't know if I could indulge and understand what I was even looking at. It was pretty wild.
So nobody tried to, some woman didn't come along.
I didn't say that.
Okay.
I didn't say that. What I did say is that there were very curious things taking place, and I didn't necessarily understand.
So now this is Usher on Club Shay Shay doing an about face and praising Diddy.
I don't think I'll be the artist that I am today without the experiences that I had in New York City. But so great to have had those experiences because, one, I didn't have a big brother and my dad wasn't there in my life as a kid. So all these experiences just readied me for life. So greater than just being an artist, that man helped me understand life. He helped me understand what it was to be an artist. He helped me understand what it was to be passionate about something. He helped me understand culture. He helped me understand business and at a different level because I'm seeing him go from his independence to then becoming Puff Daddy. You know what I'm saying? I got a front row seat looking at that.
Yes, that's all well and good. I'm just wondering, when is Usher going to come out and say exactly what happened to him? Not the experience of being groomed to be a superstar, but what happened to him aside from the music. So now, here is Usher introducing his young, innocent artist, Justin Bieber.
Ladies and gentlemen, he's my new artist. He's hiring a young jam recording artist, Justin Bieber, y'all.
That was alluding to Puffy Flavor Camp is because of a blind item that recently surfaced online, alleging that Diddy's late wife, Kim Porter, was writing a tell-all book before she died in 2018. According to this blind item, Kim was going to reveal in her book that it was Diddy who gave Usher the STD, and that Usher's mom confronted Diddy about it.
Allegedly.
Another reason why a lot of people believe Diddy did something to young Usher is because of Diddy's strange behavior around another teenage star, Justin Bieber. Just like Usher, Justin was primarily raised by his single mom, Millette. Millette was a teenager herself when she gave birth to Justin, and she really struggled financially. But just like Usher, Justin showed a passion for music at a young age, and he started performing at local singing competitions. His mom started posting videos of his performances on YouTube, and one of the videos caught the attention of talent agent Scooter Braun. Scooter contacted Millette, insisting that she should let him meet her son. Millette was reluctant, however. Her church elders convinced her to let Justin go with Scooter, and at age 13, Justin went to Atlanta with Scooter to record demo tapes, and just 1 week later, Justin started singing for Usher. Now, unlike Usher, Justin wasn't sent to live at Puffy Flavor Camp, as far as we know. However, there's a lot of footage out there of Justin's uncomfortable interactions with Diddy that made people wonder if Diddy did something to Justin. Back in 2009, when Justin was just 15 years old and Diddy was 40, they spent 48 hours together, and Justin later uploaded a video on his YouTube channel documenting some of their interactions. The video is completely bizarre because Diddy never explained what was the purpose of him spending 48 hours with a 15-year-old boy. Also, in the video, Diddy is seen telling Justin he would give him a fancy car when he turned 16, and a lot of people said this sounds like something a groomer would say.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, like where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
That was alluding to Puffy Flavor Camp is because of a blind item that recently surfaced online, alleging that Diddy's late wife, Kim Porter, was writing a tell-all book before she died in 2018. According to this blind item, Kim was going to reveal in her book that it was Diddy who gave Usher the STD, and that Usher's mom confronted Diddy about it.
Also, some of the things in the book cover Diddy's gay relationships, footage of those encounters, the men he slept with, STDs, Diddy giving Usher an STD, and the explosive encounter between Diddy and Usher's mom, Mary J. Blige being pregnant by Diddy, and of course, she had an AB, the beatings Kim took, pushing him down the steps in 2007, and him breaking his foot.
And then, another reason why a lot of people believe Diddy did something to young Usher is because of Diddy's strange behavior around another teenage star, Justin Bieber.
This is all alleged.
Just like Usher, Justin was primarily raised by his single mom, Millette. Millette was a teenager herself when she gave birth to Justin. But just like Usher, Justin showed a passion for music at a young age, and he started performing at local singing competitions. His mom started posting videos of his performances on YouTube, and one of the videos caught the attention of talent agent Scooter Braun. Scooter contacted Millette, insisting that she should let him meet her son. Millette was reluctant, however. Her church elders convinced her to let Justin go with Scooter. And at age 13, Justin went to Atlanta with Scooter to record demo tapes. And just 1 week later, Justin started singing for Usher. It was like history repeating itself all over again. Now, unlike Usher, Justin wasn't sent to live at Puffy Flavor Camp, as far as we know. However, there's a lot of footage out there of Justin's uncomfortable interactions with Diddy that made people wonder if Diddy did something to Justin. Back in 2009, when Justin was just 15 years old and Diddy was 40, they spent 48 hours together, and Justin later uploaded a video on his YouTube channel documenting some of their interactions. The video is completely bizarre because Diddy never explained what was the purpose of him spending 48 hours with a 15-year-old boy. Also, in the video, Diddy is seen telling Justin he would give him a fancy car when he turned 16, and a lot of people said this sounds like something a groomer would say, kind of like when L.A. Reid told 15-year-old Usher that nothing about him ever seemed juvenile.
Diddy also said in the video that he can't disclose what he and Justin were about to do. However, he claimed it would be a 15-year-old's dream.
So check this out, yo. Justin, you ever seen the movie 48 Hours? Right now, he's having 48 hours with Diddy, him and his boy. They're having the times of their lives, where we hanging out and what we doing. We can't really disclose, but it's definitely a 15-year-old's dream.
But again, Diddy was 40 when this video was filmed. So what 15-year-old boy dreams of hanging out with a 40-year-old man? Sure, Diddy is not just any man, and Justin was probably starstruck. But still, the whole thing is super weird, and it's really hard to understand how Justin's team thought this was a good idea. However, it gets even weirder. In the same video, Diddy let it slip that he had legal guardianship of Usher.
I have been given custody of him. He signed to Usher.
Who signed to Usher?
I had legal guardianship of Usher when he did his first album. I did Usher's first album. I don't have legal guardianship of him, but for the next 48 hours, he's with me. So, and we gonna go full crazy.
So if this is true, then it means Usher's mom, Janetta, knew exactly where L.A. Reid was sending her son, and she agreed to let Usher live with Diddy. Anyway, that 48-hour video wasn't the only time Diddy and Justin's strange interaction was caught on camera. In 2010, just 1 year after Justin spent 48 hours with Diddy, Diddy stopped by the studio where Justin was recording and grilled Justin about why they stopped hanging out. And this time, Justin looked not just uncomfortable in Diddy's presence, but downright terrified of him.
What's up, man? You good?
I'm good. How are you?
All right, young brother, everything's good? Selling out arenas and everything? Starting to act different, huh? You ain't been calling me and hanging out the way we used to hang out.
Well, you try to get in contact with me, through all my, partners and whatnot. Mm-hmm. But you never really got my number, so.
Correct. Okay.
My number?
Yeah.
I'm gonna tell you my number.
Yeah.
555.
Fans have also pointed out that Justin seems very broken these days, and he's been caught crying in public many times throughout the years. And then, there's this conspiracy theory about Justin's music video for the song Yummy, which many fans believe contains clues that Justin was harmed by older industry men. The video for Yummy shows Justin having dinner with wealthy old people, while children entertain them by playing instruments. At the end of the video, everyone leaves except an old man who is sitting behind behind Justin, and the final shot shows a slice of cake turning into a photo of Justin when he was a child. Since this last shot didn't really make sense for the concept of the video, fans speculated Justin was implying that something sinister happened to him as a child star. So now that Diddy is in the spotlight again for all the wrong reasons, fans have reignited the conversation about the alleged grooming of Usher and Justin Bieber, and some of them are convinced that Usher's mom, Janetta, knows exactly what happened to her son. Now, some fans are blaming Janetta for allegedly allowing her son to be used. However, others are showing Janetta more grace and saying that she was probably too naive about the industry. One fan said, "She may have known but chose to look the other way. Fame and money. Money and fame make folks do strange things and have selective memory. Shaking my head, I will never understand how some people just relinquish their parental responsibility to take care of their children to absolute strangers. Look at the parents who knowingly let their young daughters hang out with R. Kelly. Unbelievable."
As you leave the page, don't forget to hit the like bell and subscribe to the channel. Thanks for watching.